Look at that face. Look at that face. Yeah. It's so cute. I cannot stand it. Oh. Right. Okay. So, I'm not even going to edit this video that much because I just want to say what I want to say, put the video out, just get it off my chest, basically just talking to whoever, you know, finds it that needs to hear it, you know. So, yeah, here we are. Let's get into it. There's a few reasons why I did not want to breastfeed, and I know there's other people out there that feel exactly how I do, or did anyway. It's not that I was against it, it's just that there were things that I didn't like about it. I just wanted to make a video and go over those things just to help someone out there who may be like trying to decide whether or not they're going to breastfeed, and just, you know, to say it's okay if you don't feel like that's what you want to do, because again, that's not what I wanted to do, like, at all. One of the reasons, just jumping straight into it, is that I heard that it hurts so many times, like over and over. I heard people say breastfeeding hurts. What you mean it hurts? Like, I have a very, very low pain tolerance. So for me to constantly hear that breastfeeding hurts, it does not sound like something that I want to sign up for. But I guess, you know, whenever you get pregnant, you are signing up for it, but whatever. Another thing was, I didn't grow up seeing it. Honestly, I think that plays a big part in it, whether we think about it that way or not. If you grew up in the hood like I did, it's very, very common to hear, you know, someone say, like, can you go make the baby a bottle? Make the baby a bottle. Meaning formula, water, and shaking it and getting it warm and giving it to the baby. So I wasn't used to seeing people, you know, pull their boob out and feed their child. So, I mean, maybe that was just like one of the things that was in the back of my mind, and I'm sure it's in the back of other people's minds as well. Not only that, but I did not want a spoiled baby. And I know that saying spoiled baby, you know, kind of gets like a bad rap or whatever. And I don't mean it in like, my babies are spoiled, like both of them are spoiled, but I guess like rotten, to where like I just had no time to myself because my child was extremely clingy and always wanted to be on the tit, you know, like that just did not sound like, it sounds draining, very draining to make your child spoiled just because they want to be connected to your body at all times. And yeah, so that was one of the things that was playing in the back of my head too. And I was like, I don't want that. I don't. And my sister breastfed my nephew for about a month or two. And it was the worst experience ever, because like in my family, whenever somebody has a child, you know, we all will help out and we'll make sure that the mother can sleep, and we're cooking and we're washing dishes for her and things like that. So I remember like her breastfeeding my nephew on the couch and falling asleep and just being so tired, and me just going in and swooping up and like picking him up and, you know, just making sure that he was good or whatever, because she was so drained and exhausted all the time from this hollering breastfed baby. And it just seemed so miserable. And then her experience was so bad, it traumatized me, and I didn't even have nothing to do with it. Yeah. Another thing too, on top of that, just to piggyback, is her milk duct had got clogged up, And that was a really, really like horrifying like experience for her, because she has to go to back to the doctor and, you know, like do all of this compression and all these different things in order to get her milk to unclog. And how does that sound like something that you want to do when you can just make a bottle for a baby and be fine? Like, that's all I was thinking. So no, so that turned me off completely. If nothing else, like her going through so much pain because her clogged milk, oh my Lord, I can imagine. But another thing is just like kind of, I don't know, I guess it's just a me thing, because I am more of a introverted, shy type of person. I thought that I would be very uncomfortable with like breastfeeding in public, even though I knew that I could be covered with you know, like the breastfeeding scarves and blankets and things like that. It just seemed like so uncomfortable, because I like for my body to be covered up for the most part. So for me to just know that, like, even though it's under this cover, my tit is out, like, I don't know. If you know the feeling, then you know the feeling and you get me. So, and if you don't, then that's fine, but that's just me. Like, it just seems so uncomfortable. But, yeah, that was another thing that turned me off. And, like, being real, another thing was just like, what if I'm not good at it? And until you breastfeed, you won't know what I'm saying, I guess, when I say that. Or until you like experience being around people like who do breastfeed. It's just like, it's work. It's a lot of work. So what if I wasn't good at it?
I know you want to meet your mommy. I know you want to make your mama say hello. I know you want to make your mama say hello, hello. Oh, I'm so sleepy.
Yeah. Okay, so what was I saying? It's not easy for everybody, and you know, like their schedule. Some people have to work. A lot of people have to work. So you know, you have to breastfeed and pump during you know, around your work schedule, throughout the middle of the night. Some people's breasts don't produce enough milk. All like that kind of stuff, it takes a toll on people, and it can trickle down into PTSD or just anything. Like, it's not that easy, and I just did not want to be one of those people that it wasn't easy for. So, I mean, as a mom, you do think of these things, like, and it gives you anxiety, because like that is a thing, not being good at breastfeeding. Like, you know, whatever, if you get it, you get it. But that being said, I do breastfeed. I 100% do. Let me tell you why. Because there was a milk shortage, and the milk shortage was because of the factories having bacteria that was killing kids and, you know, making you know, kids sick. And there's nothing else to talk about at that point. There's nothing else to weigh for me anyway. There was no weigh in my options at that point. The list that I'm giving to you guys, that list did not matter, because at the end of the day, I'm going to choose my child's life over my body, my mental, my whatever, you know, the case may be. Like, okay, saggy titties, come on, because I'm not about to risk my child's life, you know, dealing with this formula. So I breastfeed. It's not for everyone, and I just wanted to make the video just to let, you know, someone know that if you're debating and trying to weigh out your options, do what's best for you, of course. But it's okay to not want to do it, because I did not want to breastfeed. It just, I chose to because of given the situation that, you know, happened. But yeah. What you doing? You doing a video?
Yeah.
What you gonna talk about? Huh? What you gonna talk about? Tell us. Let me see your face. Let me see your